Now we have a better picture of Vivian's childhood and her early adulthood. And we can put that together with all the information we had before and really put together a much more complete picture about Vivian and what kind of person she was. But first, just to summarize, she's had a pretty interesting, confusing life so far, a very bifurcated kind of life. She was rural, living in the Alps of France, but also urban, living right in New York City. She was exposed to the very, very rich through her grandmother, but was raised in a poor way. They almost never had any money. They were always scraping by. She was deeply loved in France by her relatives and her friend, and clearly her grandmother Eugenie, but really, she was tragically abandoned by her own mother, father, and ultimately brother. They basically didn't care about her. In my view, this is actually overall an uplifting story because Vivian really overcame significant challenges from her horrible childhood, really, and was able to live a rich, full adult life on her own terms. Of course, now she's recognized and appreciated around the globe, which is just a great thing. And just to put it in context, I believe that photography was really Vivian's savior. It connected her to the world when she had difficulty doing so on her own. And remember, she started the photography when her last relative, Eugenie, passed away, her last real relative. And for Vivian, for her, it was the process of taking photos that mattered. She didn't care that much about developing and printing. And it gave her the power to put herself in the action even when she desired. And that's why there's so many self-portraits. And if you read the classic book on photography by Susan Sontag, it says, to photograph is to appropriate the thing photographed. It means putting oneself in a certain relation with the world. And I think that is exactly what it was all about for Vivian. She took her pictures, she had to take her pictures, and it allowed her to capture and keep little pieces of reality. And she never threw anything away. She kept all of her images, which is why we're lucky enough to have them. So I believe that photography really was the vehicle for her to establish her rightful place in the world.